Hey, if you guys are planting grass or bought sod and had sod put down in the last couple of years, and you have a high traffic area that just doesn't grow dense and green and full like it used to, and when you step on it, it's like kind of hard, you probably need a little bit of soil looseners. You need something to get that soil loosened up. And there's a couple different methods. Stick through the end of the video here. I'm gonna show you my weed whacker here that has a modded exhaust on it, or modded muffler on it real quick. Just fun. And then stick around and I'll show you what I do to do spot treatments of aerations. You don't need to do the cores. You don't need to, do that really invasive measure. If it's not really bad, you can use things like Dawn dish soap. You don't need to buy those fancy lawn surfactants. If you guys want to see a video about the Dawn dish soap lawn aeration, let me know. Put it in the comments below. Stick to the end of the video. I'll show you what I use and just how it works. All right, check it out. This thing doesn't bog down at all. As soon as you open up a muffler on a weed eater, which people don't even really think about doing, I'm actually thinking about porting the cylinder too. Call me crazy, but this is what, hey, who's the joke really on when this is what I do for a living and I'm loving it? Do what you gotta do, watch. It doesn't even bog down, watch. Tune your weed eater the same way you tune a chainsaw. If you're bench tuning it, with the high jet, if you're doing it like this, just in the air without actually being in any weeds or grass, you should hear it ramp up, wah, and then within a second or two, you should hear it 4-stroke, where it would go, wah, change pitch. Listen. Hear that? Wah. That's a sign that you have a lot of fuel up there. You don't want it to go, wah. You're running lean, which means your cylinder's not getting enough oil, and that's how you hurt your 2-strokes. Now it won't do that when you're in grass. That means it's getting enough torque, it's getting enough horsepower. Listen to the difference. Now listen. It doesn't do it when it's actually in some grass. Just notice the difference, guys. Play with it. If you guys have weed whackers here, the adjusters are right here. The L on the left stands for, not left, stands for low idle. That will change how much fuel and air you're getting when you're not pulling the trigger. The H stands for high idle, when you rip on the gas. So go back in the video tuning a weed eater, Stihl FS40C that I have. I believe it's one of the most popular videos on the channel, and check it out. I go through pretty detailed on how to tune a weed eater. All right, lawn update. Look at it now. All right, so we got some soil compaction from where the dogs come out. Dogs come out, run along the yard here. They run around this pool constantly, and of course it's compacted. My cousin, Kyle, if you're watching, when he was staying here every morning, he'd come out with his coffee and hang out like this, just around, pacing on his phone, keeping up with his pals back home, and it got compacted. Over here, the ground is much softer. Grass is much more green and healthy. These are all the compacted areas. We had a bunch of dirt and wood here that we were burning over the winter. But what I'm going to do is use my homemade plug puller, and I'm going to test a little plug and see just what we got going on here. It's very hard. I mean, look at that. So I just hammer this sucker in. Look at that. Super hard. Look at that. Oh, you should be able to pull this thing right out. Wow. Pull it out. All right. And as you can see, let me get my screwdriver. This is just compacted dirt. I mean, look, there's nothing really good in that. It's just really, not even really any roots. All right, so you see some roots. No, see, you don't. It's crazy. So this grass must be growing pretty much on the surface. All right, yeah. I mean, I went down to here. There's the roots right there. See that? So there's roots in there. See? Okay, so it's not so bad. But what I'm gonna do is loosen this up. The first year that we did this, I pretty much aerated the whole thing. I had spike aerator shoes, and I used one of these here. So that's what we're gonna do today. Just right along here real fast. An important part about these things is you want to keep them from getting rusty, and you want to put some WD-40 or some type of grease in these holes. So when you pull that, when you push down, the plugs come out. Like every 3 or 4 times you step, the plug should come out. Watch. See all those? But once in a while, when you're doing your yard work, get some of those cheap little eBay spike shoes that go over your regular shoes and just mow the lawn with them on. You know, it'll loosen up the soil. But that's all I got. A quick update. We're going to put some trace elements down on the yard. I hit it with iron already. Probably do some Milorganite. We haven't used any phosphorus in the last year and a half, really. And we're going to try to go pretty much stick to the organic side of things. Unlike last year, we went pretty synthetic, but it's been a good year that I've really paid attention to the lawn with our son. So yeah, guys, it's just an update. Check it out. Oh, and I just picked up like 50 drums worth of dog crap. So, oh, look at peach tree. Hopefully we get some peaches this year. And loquats from the neighbor. Yeah. Any of you guys grow Bermuda grass? Stick around.